Sideshow Live! Woo! Just in case you guys are all wondering, Glitter Dragon has been acquired, so now we're live. Thank you all so much for bearing with me because, as you all know, you're all collectors. You know that, exclusives are important. It's very important to have all of them. Anyway, how's it going, everyone? We all good? We have an awesome show. It's Hulktastic, Hulkalicious. Yeah, it's a whole lot of Hulk. There's a whole lot of Hulking going on, right? Yes, that's a thing. You got how many? I just want to keep saying stuff like that, Jeff. Is that going to be awesome for you? I think my producer is super stoked that he decided to put a lot of Hulks on the show today. So we have the Omega Hulk fine art print by Alex Ross happening. We have the Gladiator Hulk 6-scale figure by Hot Toys, the Avengers Assemble Hulk from our Avengers Assemble statue line happening. So they're all coming up on the show, but I think what you all are here to see is our very, very special guest, Martin Canale. You guys, thank you. Give it up for Martin. Martin is one of our lead sculptors and the associate art director here at Sideshow. He will be coming on with 2 of the pieces that he sculpted as well, and to do a Q&A with you guys and with me, because, I have questions for him too. So Martin is here, and we're really, really stoked. So let's get to it. First up, featured collector, Eric Lewis. Oh my gosh, look at your Spidey collection. I am here for it. Spidey and Maul and lightsabers. Man.
There's like a whole wall of lightsabers.
Can I have one of those lightsabers?
Holy smokes.
That would be really cool. Those don't even just look like character sabers. They look like customs too. Build your own type. Anyway. My Jedi needs a lightsaber. So wow, thank you so much for sharing your collection with us, Eric. If you would like to be the next featured collector, head on over to side.show/blog and click the Apply Now button. We love to see all kinds of collections, all kinds of setups. So, that was Court of the Dead / Spider-Man / Darth Maul / lightsabers. So it doesn't have to be any sort of one thing. It can be your collection. Maybe you have a collection of glitter dragons that you just really want to show off to us. I want to see that for sure. Anyway, who's excited for How to Train Your Dragon this week? Yay! One other person. Anyway, we have an excellent show for you guys today. We have a special announcement at the end of the show because we're going to start doing contests again. What? So Buffy has something that she is letting me show off and talk about at the end of the show, so stick around for the end where we talk about that. Up next, we have the Omega Hulk fine art print by Alex Ross. You're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back. Do you have a favorite Iron Man armor?
Mark III.
Mark III.
Yeah, that's the easiest answer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's the first one. Because Mark II was technically just like a devolvement of Mark III. Because we designed the Mark III and then we were like, what would the
halfway point?
Prototype for it look like. So Mark III is like the one that everything came from.
That's awesome. Well, I guess that's true because that's the one that finally had the colors, right? Or no, that was Mark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's okay. Mark III. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure I have.
That is the one, with the big shoulders, and it really is. When you squint, it looks like the comic book Iron Man, but when you open your eyes, it's like movie Iron Man. It's great.
That's awesome. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sideshow Live. We are here with the Omega Hulk fine art print. You guys, wow, this is an amazing piece of Hulkness right here. I like using.
You're throwing out the Hulks.
I know. I'm throwing down with the Hulk that's happening. So this is the Omega Hulk. It is officially licensed by Marvel. It is done by artist Alex Ross, and it is a limited edition of only 200 pieces. It is an 18 by 21 and a half fine art lithograph print. It comes with a certificate. I can read my own notes, guys. A certificate of authenticity, and it was originally created as a cover for Marvel's Hulk #5. So it has been redone here into a fine art print for y'all to take home. You might have noticed that there is a new, more different frame on him.
More different.
It is a more different frame. We now, with our fine art program, how it has expanded, we are able to offer more options in the art. I'm gonna find them. Should have pulled these out during the break, but there are more options for framing. So you can see that on the product page for the Omega Hulk print, you now can see there's a white option and a black option, and they're also wood frames now. So we replaced our old framing with this new framing, and it is spectacular. I think it looks really good. It's really slick for that kind of like modern look to your collection, to your home. So
It's very nice.
I think it's very nice as well. So this is what our new framing will look like. So head on over to side.show/Omega Hulk. I believe it goes. Is this already available?
I want to say it's up.
Yeah, I want to say it's up too. I didn't double check that, but if it's not, usually things go on sale for prints on Friday, and then the unframed version is available on Monday. But this, I think, is available. We usually get it before. No, it's not. It goes up on Friday.
There it is.
Yep, there it is. It goes up on Friday. So this goes up for sale on Friday, framed with this beautiful new wood framing, modern wood right there.
With your choice of
White or black. And you can see both options on the product page when it goes up on Friday between noon and 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then if any are available, this is only 200 pieces, so it's a low edition size, especially for an Alex Ross piece. This is going to go pretty quickly. Hulk, Alex Ross, recreation of Marvel's Hulk #5, the cover. Can't imagine this is going to last very long, but let's say it does, and it lasts the weekend. Then on Monday, February 25th, you will have the unframed option available on our website between noon and 3 p.m. Again, this is all at side.show/Omega Hulk, side.show/Omega Hulk. Now, we're going to be coming back with 2 more Hulks, so get ready to Hulk out. Can I keep doing this, or is Jeff going to smack me eventually? Anyway, you're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be back. I was like trying to do a Hulk thing, but I realized I don't make a very good Hulk. Because 1, I'm not green, and 2, I'm not muscly. So we have 2 of our very amazing Hulk figures here to show off with you guys. Let's start now, since we're looking at it, the Avengers Assemble Hulk. This is a part of our Avengers Assemble collection. There has been Captain America, Iron Man, Wasp, Thor. We announced Black Widow and Black Panther during the 12 Days of Sideshow. And the cool thing about these is that they all go together. They all kind of do a really nice mix of the modern looks and the classic looks. So we kind of tried to blend them there. And also the Iron Man had a variant, also the stealth version. And yeah, so there you go. Yeah. So this is a really cool figure. They all come on also proximity bases, so you can put them next to each other and the bases go together so they can create one large scene, but they don't have to. So if you want to like display Hulks in a very hulking collection that you have, I'm gonna keep doing it. You can't stop me. Anyway, you can keep going, or you can put all of the Avengers together and they will assemble, because it's the Avengers Assemble Collection. See what we did there? It all comes together. But yeah, this is a really cool piece. You can get him right now at side.show/Hulk Avenger statue. That's side.show/Hulk Avenger statue. One of my favorite things about him is this paint job like on his shorts, because I genuinely thought it was fabric, but it's a full sculpt piece. That's his foot. Pants. I like that. I can hear.
Hey guys, look at his pants. Or his foot.
Or his foot, or his back. You know, he's just the Hulk. We're all good. We're all good here. Anyway, so now over here we have the Gladiator Hulk 6-scale figure from Hot Toys. Our friends over at Hot Toys, I love whenever we get to play with all these pieces, and Gladiator Hulk is definitely a really fun time to play with. I personally am a huge fan of Thor Ragnarok. It's definitely up there in my top MCU movies, but this design for the Hulk was spectacular. Like, talk about being able to reference Planet Hulk without actually doing it, and then doing your completely own thing. Like, Taika Waititi completely made it his own, and just all around good times. So this is the Gladiator Hulk. He has the detailed likeness of the Hulk as seen in Thor Ragnarok. He is equipped with even like the rolling eyeball features, so you can move his eyes. It's
The purse.
yeah, it's a little bit, it's kind of creepy, like, let's be honest, but it's really cool because when you're trying to get that perfect scene with all your 6-scale figures and you want them to be looking at each other, it's very helpful to be able to make like Hulk look down at Thor, because I just imagine you're posing Hulk with Thor, because in this case, why wouldn't you? He comes with one interchangeable hairpiece, so that way you can display him without the helmet or with the helmet. He comes with the Gladiator helmet. He has a giant green-skinned muscular body featuring detailed skin textures, and he has 20 points of articulation. He has 3 pairs of interchangeable hands, including forceful fists, hands with wire insulation in them, so they're a little bit more posable. And then he has a pair of hands for holding his war hammer and his battle axe. He has a metallic blue and brown upper and lower body gladiator armor with weathering effects. And he has his pair of brown colored sandals with leather-like straps. So, yep, let's look at the sandals. Why not? Nope, guess we're not looking. Thank you, Sam. There you go. So head on over to side.show/gladiator. I said Hulk too many times.
See?
My look at what I did to myself. Sorry. Side.show/Gladiator Hulk. That's side.show/Gladiator Hulk. And he's in stock and shipping now. Actually, both of these guys are, so you can have quite a Hulkalicious collection right now if you decide to go over there and grab some Hulks. And then, pair it with this. You got quite, and then take a couple pictures and have a featured collector image. Speaking of that, I'm in the Let Your Geek Sideshow Facebook group, and I like to ask collectors for pictures of their collections. Like, even if you're not going to be a featured collector, maybe you have like a particular piece that we're going to feature on the show. So we want to show off how everyone does their collection. So I believe Sam has some of these pictures from yep, there you go. See, and that's what I mean about Thor.
There you go.
Thank you, Peter. That's what I'm talking about. This is Tom. I believe I carried that to shipping to ship to Tom. There you go. There's Chris. That looks like Hulk's gonna do the thing where he symbols him from behind. Yeah. See what I mean? Look how cool this statue looks in a collection, being watched over by his big Hulk brother. And again, Hulk with Thor, because that's the logical, why wouldn't you? That was a good Hulk shot. And I liked Barry's collection because he also had quite a few Hulk comics that he displayed with his Hulks. And this one was actually a full Ragnarok scene. You can kind of see one of Hela's horns there in the corner. So yeah, thank you guys so much for answering the call. So pay attention if you're in the Let Your Geek Sideshow Facebook group. Sometimes I do call outs for particular characters and what your collection looks like, or things like that. That way we can feature them on the show. So I know that what you guys are all waiting for is for me to stop talking, so that way we can bring out Martine. So I will give the people what they want. We will be right back with Martin Canale. Thank you so much for watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back.
For the development of a piece, start with a very rough general idea, trying to figure out something that catch your attention. But when I start working on, that is the feedback, the evolution or the creation. Particularly with the General Reaper, from the very beginning in my relation with Tom, he shared with me what is the way to go. So he always was very open about ideas. He's not a guy say, okay, I want this on this way and only on this way. You propose something and hey, I like that. So it's a very open game in relation with the creativity. You can be on a place with 100 pieces in a table, another 100 in another more, and you say, oh, that piece I like. So you go close, is what call your attention. That is, I think, the magic on this stuff. That is the main point of what I do. Many people apply passion in different things. The thing is try to be focused on what you apply your passions. Trying to apply that passion for something that make you happy. When you are talking about the art or the possibility to translate that in a piece, that is one of the more biggest tools, is the way you understand things to translate that to that piece. I don't say to others how is the way to do the stuff. I say what is the way I have to work. Each one has his own way to understand the world. My name is Martin Canale and I am a sculptor.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sideshow Live. We are here with our special guest, Martin Canale. Hi, Martin. How's it going?
Very well.
Very well. That's good. So, you're not in the studio all that often, so we really jumped on the opportunity to get you onto the show. Okay. So we're really happy to have you. For those of you who don't know who Martin is a lead sculptor and associate art director here at Sideshow. The list of characters you have had your hands on is just crazy extensive. The list is
a few years.
Bane, Lobo, Hulk versus Wolverine, Venom, Doomsday, Odium, Batman. It just keeps going.
Yeah,
so
Hulk and many others.
Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. We really
Thanks
appreciate
for the invitation, so.
it. Yeah. So how did you get your start in sculpting?
I started doing drawings by myself.
Okay.
So on the beginning was copy from comics, from European comic. Zona 84 was a comic that we received in Argentina and many others. So I like the science fictions and the creation of characters. So I was trying to do my own stuff.
Absolutely.
But at some point I get with the knowledge that I will not be good enough for what I'm trying to do on the drawing. So I start playing with epoxy.
Oh, okay.
Trying to see if there I can get a little more of three-dimensionality to the characters I want to do.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And from there
it just kind of
here, it's
took off.
Long
so then
story.
what led you to Sideshow?
Oh, first approach on Sideshow was in 2002 on the Comic Con.
Really?
Yep. At that moment, Sideshow was in partnership with Weta. So with all the things with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And I was officially introduced to Sideshow by Ciruelo Cabral. He's the artist, dragon artist. He's an Argentinian dragon artist. And from there, we keep in touch with Tom, Greg, and the team at that time, trying to show every month the little project we was doing.
Yeah.
Until 2004, they sent an email saying, "Hey, you're interested in doing some project for us?" Yeah, for sure. So that was the first project we did was Green Goblin.
Your first project was Green Goblin.
Yeah, doing the slice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, that one that everyone covets, really?
The one that everybody wants.
Nice.
It's so hard to find.
People love that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's old school.
That's great.
Yeah. Wow.
So after that, we get the invitation to come visit
the studio?
the company, and then they proposed to us to be like exclusive sculptors. So we came like, That is incredible. So from there till now, we are like living the dream.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I mean, we feel completely blessed to have you with us because you bring to life so many of the characters that we love
Yeah.
in so many ways. So, from start to finish, how long do you think that it takes to sculpt a project like a premium format figure? I'm sure it depends.
Yeah, exactly. All depend of the quantity of the tiles. It's not the same doing a Wolverine that is no accessories than, for example, I don't know, Lobo or a lot of pouches and elements, and so, but no less than 3 months. So,
No less than 3
Yeah.
months. Wow. And then something like this Nightmare Joker,
it's more.
that's a lot more.
Yeah.
So with all the details that
Yes.
goes into him.
This particularly was the design was done by Paul Komoda, that was
Yeah.
amazing and crazy, and the project manager of this project was Anthony Mestas.
Uh-huh.
So we need to do first an approach to how to make that designs factible to produce.
Yeah.
Because with too many things floating and going around, so trying to start from there to how to mash with the figure to avoid
Right.
issues with the production. So take way more than 3 months. So.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. So you're also, one of the things you're known for is your attention to detail and bringing in elements
Yeah.
of the character from the outside. So do you have an idea in your head of what something is going to look like when you start, or do you go with it and let the sculpture decide?
Usually I have a very clear idea about how that will looking. So on the process I'm doing factible that when I finally have in 3D is, okay, that is what I was thinking or have in my mind, or no, I need to change that.
Okay.
But it's that kind of three-dimensional view more than that. That is the issue. I can do nothing in 2D in drawing, so I feel like it's flat. So it's easy to think in the complete forms.
Oh, wow.
In fact, when I do some designs for the characters, I do in digital in ZBrush. So I'm blocking up the shapes, and I get it a very clear idea about the location, space, and
Yeah.
so.
So when you approach a character like Batman, for example, where do you draw inspiration from? Because that's a character that's done over and over.
Many times.
Many
and,
times. So how
comics,
do you...
video games, movies, etc. So the idea with this one was trying to do one kind of old man, right, close to what was the Dark Knight from Miller,
Yeah.
but bringing a little more of reality in relation with his outfit. So trying to, it's not full body, so big, it's kind of armory
Yeah.
to help be in the same line of Superman and Wonder Woman. So
Yeah.
he needs some extra help. He's a bit old, so he needs kind of.
You definitely modernized him a lot too,
exactly.
where he's
That,
yeah.
Exactly, that is a bit the
Yeah.
idea. So
I love
Yes.
that Batman piece so much. And one of the other things you like to do is throw Easter eggs onto your
Yeah.
bases
Yeah.
and to the statues. Is there anything in particular that you're proud of that you
it's nothing,
got in there?
Yeah, I like to bring to the collector that those things that right here is from that comic or the idea of the character. The same with the base. When I get the design from Batman, I love the idea about Amadeus Arkham, the main story about how was created the Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
So adding the small, like the Mad Dog and the particular dates that some really bad things happen in his guys'
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
It's like interesting. It's also a nice way to do a combination between the superheroes he's part of and the humanity that is on that base.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
it's really dark and it's nothing supernatural or whatever. It's a lunatic and story that illness, mental, and this kind of thing. So I think it was a nice balance too.
Oh, absolutely. You definitely balanced the larger than life hero with
Yeah.
the man behind
Yeah.
the bat. It's perfect.
That is what I more like from Batman character. So.
Yeah. And then with Venom, you were able to also put dates on his base as well.
No,
That's not a date?
mm,
Does Dave Igo know that's not a
I
date?
think so.
Oh, he told me it's a date. Igo lied. We're gonna have to.
I missed that part.
I'm gonna have to smack him on
Yeah,
that
no,
one.
Venom, the last one was originally from, you were talking about the new one,
Mm-hmm.
no, the classic one. That was Nathan
Mm-hmm.
Mainfield project, so I
You
bring
just
there on the
added
end
to
add
it.
some
Oh, so
anatomy
do
and
you do that
details.
a lot? Add on to a
Yeah.
project at the end?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, so
that's
they're
why I
not-
say,
it wasn't-
there was a...
You're like, oh,
no.
there was? He put it on there. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you do so much here at Sideshow, so you touch a lot more than you just.
Yeah, well, I get some participation with other projects. So
Yeah.
it's-
That's so
my
amazing.
field is the superhero, so I can go in giving some points or reviews about the shapes or aesthetics or this kind of thing. So
That's amazing. So you also have worked on quite a few Court of the Dead pieces as well.
Yes.
Is your approach to one of Tom's original characters different than you approach something like Batman or the Joker, who's been done a bunch, or
Well, no,
how
well,
does
yes,
that
it's
work?
way different. So
Mhm.
it's more open doors to can play
Hmm.
with this kind of character. Not this in particular, but all superheroes. You have some box you need.
Right.
To
Like it
follow.
still has to
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
look like the Joker.
So, but with all of Court of the Dead, you have the idea, you have the directions. But in my case, I can play with the Green Reaper or Mortigul, and was really open
Yeah.
the aspect to can play.
I have to know. Odium.
Yeah.
You did Odium,
Yes.
correct? What was the concept with him? Because he's so. How do you make someone look so scary but so friendly at the same time? He really walks that line of.
I don't
A
have
warrior.
that original intention, but
Oh.
if that is the final result,
Yeah.
welcome.
But what was his concept initially when you and Tom spoke about making him?
Well, when all this stuff about the Court of the Dead come, I always try to do like an hulkish big guy.
Yeah.
So I did mention to Tom, and time later he brings all the story about the golems and these kind of things. So okay, that is my turn to play with the character. But that was on the beginning evolved by Amilcar, by Mark Newman. So getting that base, I start playing with what I have in my mind. So that is
That's amazing.
the Frankenstein.
I love how collaborative you are, but also how your imagination creates these characters.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank
your
you.
versions are so unique. It's fantastic. Do you have a favorite character to sculpt?
Well, this guy
Really?
is one of those. Yeah. So and obviously.
Batman and the Joker. That's such a classic
Yeah,
pairing
exactly.
to be your favorite. That's amazing. We are getting in quite a few questions
Okay.
from the live audience. So do you
Nice.
want to just roll into the Q&A or yeah? Okay, cool. So that's what we're going to do. What Batman villain would you like to sculpt? Batman statue collectors asking this. What Batman villain would you love to sculpt that you haven't sculpted yet?
Oh. Solomon.
That is such a good one. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and now yeah. Oh, I'd love to see a Solomon
Yeah, that would be interesting too.
by you. That would be fantastic. Okay. What is your personal favorite figure that you've worked on? And then what is your personal favorite figure that you haven't worked on?
Oh, well, Reaper was a really fun and a lot of personal stuff going there. So
Uh-huh.
for sure,
Yeah.
coming from that side of personal taste, all related with the Court of the Dead. So
Yeah.
it's kind of very open and free
Mhm.
imagination to go. So it's really.
So
that
no
fits.
inhibitions. You just get to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so
That's fantastic. Okay. Does Martin have a dream project that he would like to be a part of?
Till now, I think I can. I did the most I wanted, so I get lucky to be in position to choose which character.
Uh-huh.
So I think that helped you
because when you start working with something you really like to do, you put an extra.
Right.
Passion
You wind
there.
up with
Yeah.
all the details and all the
exactly,
Easter eggs,
exactly.
and
So
you get
telling
that.
a bit more about the story of the character beside the pose and the elements. So I think it's lucky enough with that. So it's not like, oh, I still want to, because I already did a lot of what I want to do.
Oh, that's
So
amazing. So now you just get to choose and get to play.
Yeah,
That's so fun.
yeah, it's the funny part.
They're asking the type of, do you sculpt in digital or?
Right now it's, all digital.
And you used to be practical.
I start doing it by hands,
Yeah.
and like learning with the time, because it's kind of, I learn by my own. There is right now there are a few places where you can go to learn this kind of sculpt, but wasn't on the time I start. So I start just with epoxy, 2-part components, playing with, doing by part, because the time of the cure material don't give you the chance to do full figure. So with the time we start with sculpting with that. Then we can talk about brands from here or not? Brands.
Like brands of materials.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, then
Yeah.
I get access to epoxy Avis. That is
Okay.
for us was that is different things, way more easy to work and these kind of things. And with time, I was reading in that time was not internet, was Amazing Modeler Source, and I was, what is about this super sculpting material that looks, you can work the full figure and bake it, and so I was really like, oh, this is something I need to try. And I remember I get a friend that come to here and buy and bring me that just one block of that super sculpting. And I was so scared to don't how to use that and waste it that I never used. When I go there, that was dry and wasn't no way to use. So when we start working with Sideshow, we get a chance to have materials and stuff. So we start trying with that, and that was the next step. And the last one was the incorporation of the wax, working in wax, to give us the chance to do a really nice skin textures and the tiles and these kind of things, combination with epoxy and super sculpting. And then come the digital era. So
I was gonna say, so you did mixed material.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah, if you get the chance to watch a bit about the General Reaper, you can see there epoxy wax, real metal for the base of the armor, real chainmail for the arms, and this kind of thing is all combined. So it's
Now, do you still work in all those tactical materials?
no, right now it's
just
digital.
Do you like digital?
Well, it's way easy when you're working for commercial stuff. I mean, doing fix or trying two different options. When you was doing by traditional, you need to make a mold, try to do an option for the head. But right now it's just way easy. It's not less work, but easy to move. Also, you don't need a big space or workshop with that.
Yeah, you can
Tools,
just kind of pick it up.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just a big machine,
Yeah.
a lot of hard drive to do backups just in case.
Yeah.
Lucky don't get power off.
Right. Do you still sculpt things for yourself personally?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Some,
Just-
can get out from what is your main work every day. Yeah.
Wow. So then how many different versions of something do you go through before you get to the final version?
There is not a number. Sometimes it's maybe one or two, or sometimes take more time because you are still not 100% secure about what you are doing. So you try, and sometimes maybe, that's the direction. So
Wow. Martin, so Gina B. Collecting is asking, which artists inspire you?
so many. From the old times until today, the Schiffler brother was like in relation with the anatomy they handle, the expression of those bodies, the structure of the face. What I always loved was a Japanese artist, Takayuki Takeya. I discovered him in an old magazine called Hobby Japan. Like I get access in Argentina one time, and then I found a library that bring the books from Japan. So I started getting collection, not knowing nothing about what was reading because all Japanese. And I started looking at small advertisement. There are some other books. So I go to the shop and ask to the lady there speak Japanese, and I make the call to those books that was from Takei and Irasawa and many other artists that really
Wow.
blew
Your mind.
exactly.
Wow, that's
so.
I love that. That's awesome.
From coming to here, well, Andy Barjon in this time from the back, and Aris Kolokontes. Aris Kolokontes is a Greek sculptor that make amazing creatures. Steve Wan, Randy Bowen was the main guy who opened this business. Was, and for sure, I'm forgetting many more, but it's
But you're constantly inspired by other artists.
For sure,
it sounds like.
Sure.
Wow, that's awesome. And I'm sure it goes both ways. I'm sure they're also very inspired by you too.
I don't know, but there's it. Okay, and inside the Sideshow team, we have a lot of, to me, big masters like Steve Lore, Will Harbottle, and we can continue with the list.
For sure.
Mark Newman. So it's like, oh man, this is sure, so.
We're getting a couple questions about where they can follow your work. Right at the bottom of the screen right now, you can see that Martin is on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, and so you can follow him at Martin M. Canale on Instagram. So just right there, just give him a follow. You do post a lot of like your raw sculpts and what things look like before.
That was something from the beginning. Like I kind of learned by my own. I try to share what was the step I follow to the ones who want to learn too. So I always do the step by step of the project. So.
Yeah, it's your feed is so cool. Like for anyone who's a fan of collecting and a fan of the art that goes behind every statue that you see, it's really awesome to see Martin's work and how
general,
it's done.
It's nice to see how the thing is built and what is the process. So.
Absolutely, very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Was
Hope
so cool.
Was clear enough. If not, maybe you can add some subtitles for the YouTube versions. Like this guy tried to say this.
No, you were awesome. You were completely wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you guys all for watching. We'll be right back. We have one more segment with a really fun announcement. So stick around after this break. You're watching Sideshow Live. Hey everyone, welcome back to Sideshow Live. We have one final segment for you guys. I know that we used to do contests a lot here, and we kind of stopped for a little while. We kind of got distracted by shiny new things, our sets. But I'm here to tell you that Buffy is bringing contests back with the Fire of 1,000 Suns, because this is pretty amazing. So for our first giveaway off of Sideshow Live, we are going to be giving away this sold out Joker Batman imposter version, or did I say that? Yeah, that's what I said. It's correct. This is a completely right here. You cannot get it anywhere except this contest. So if you head on over to side.show/Batman Imposter, it takes you to a Gleam contest, and you can see all the different ways that you can enter. There are ways to get up to 150 Gleam entries at a time. So some of the ways to enter are, the basic things. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, those baseline things. But if you want to go above and beyond to get this sold out piece, you can do things like Let Your Kids Sideshow. So I believe that there's going to be a little bit of an example of what that is coming up. Now I can talk?
Yes.
Oh, what just happened? I thought there was a slideshow. What?
So that's the title card that has music and the kids going, yeah, it is. That's where you saw all the confetti.
Oh!
And then it goes into you talking about the slideshows that we're going to be showing.
So, okay, cool. I thought this was all one piece, so my bad. So Let Your Kids Sideshow is something that's been happening a lot in the Let Your Geek Sideshow Facebook group. And what that is it's kind of fun kid projects, but for us who are, not kids anymore, just kids at heart. Can they still hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now I can talk. So one of the things they did is you had to make a Mjolnir out of things. Things you find around the house. That, oh my God, that's amazing. I like to imagine that's Jeremy Renner who did that, by the way. Jeremy R. Anyway, things you find around the house so you can make a prop. Aww, Hella got to that one. Yeah. Poor thing. So all the instructions on how to do these specific entries are in Gleam, but as you can see, one of these things that we've done in the past. Oh my God, that's amazing. That was the winner. Yes. Ah, I love it. But that's where you can see how Let Your Kids Sideshow works. One of the things we're gonna have you do for this is to put together a Batman costume, but out of only things you find. You can't use actual costume items. You have to use things you found around your house. So that's one of the ways to do it. And the more you post, the more entries you get. So if you post your Batman cosplay, like household cosplay around, if you do it on Instagram and use the hashtag so we can find it, that's 50 entries right there. But then if you do it again on Twitter, that's another 50 entries. And if you do it on Facebook, that's another 50 entries. So that one costume that you made can be up to 150 entries should you choose. And for those of you who, let's say, don't want to be on social media for some reason because, I don't know, you're smarter than the rest of us, I guess, in some ways. Jeff. You can do things like listen to the Alexa skill, because we do a daily Alexa skill that actually Sam reads. And then you can also do things like listen to our podcast. Kitty and I do podcasts that are then and now in the Geek Culture Countdown. So if you listen to the podcast, that's another way. So you can check out the blog. You can check out the blog. You can do so many. Joining the group is one. So there's so many things that you can do if you're not social media savvy or you don't think that you want to join social media.
If you are willing to let your kids sideshow, there's
but also
to get 150 entries.
Yeah, and so the other two, so I just mentioned the Batman one. The other one is to build a bat cave, which is like a pillow fort essentially, but Batman themed. Or, that again, hashtag post it in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's another 150 points. So if you do that plus the Batman cosplay, it's not really a cosplay, but you know what I mean. Household found item cosplay. Is it like foraging cosplay?
Yeah,
it's a little foraging.
We can call it cobbled cosplay.
Cobbled cosplay.
You're cobbling it together.
I love that.
Yeah.
See, Buffy's so smart. So that's another 100. So there's the Bat Cave. There's the costume. That's 300 points right there if you're willing to post these pictures all over the place. And then what was the
Batman impression.
The Batman impression. So then you just do a video of you doing your best Batman impression.
But because it's 50 points each time, I made it a little more challenging.
Oh, so you have to
do it in public.
Oh, you have to do it in public with people around.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's nothing. I do stuff like that all the time.
Yeah, there's enough people that don't care.
I was like, I do stuff like that all the time. I'm pretty sure I went to see Into the Spider-Verse in a full silk costume. But you can't prove it because there's no pictures on the internet. But what I mean is, we're going to be doing this every week. So you guys have 4 days to put together all of these things. Again, can we get the short link again, Sam? Side.show/Batman Imposter. Is that what it is?
Batman Imposter, yes.
Yeah, I remembered. That's where you're going to go. It takes you to Gleam, and you can see all the different ways to enter because there, I think, are up to 30 some.
Like 38 ways.
There's 38 ways to enter.
And some you can enter daily. You can come back each day.
There you go. And some you can enter daily, so you can get the points every single day. So obviously, the more work you have to do, the more gleam points you're going to get and the more entries you're going to get. But there are ways to do like 1 or 2 entries, but every day. So no matter what, have fun with this. This lasts until Sunday at midnight Pacific time. So Sunday, that's the 24th, midnight Pacific time, this is going to close. And then next Wednesday, we will announce the winner live on the show. Hopefully we'll have like, videos or something to show. We're going to show. I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be cool. And then we'll be launching a new one. They had to do Thor helmets. Oh my God.
The helmets.
Oh my God. Every time I see Let Your Kids Sideshow, though, I like want to sing like Let Your Kids Sideshow. Something like that. Like it seems like, oh my God. What is that?
She crocheted it.
She crocheted it. Mm-hmm. Elizabeth.
That one has flip-flops.
It has flip-flops and Hannibal Lecter?
And a Santa hat.
Oh my God.
I love them.
You guys rock at this. I can't wait to see. Oh my, wow. Wow. And the dude shirt to top it all off, like, wow, you guys have so much fun with this. We love having you guys like be this interactive with us. It's so much fun. So we can't wait to see what you all come up with for this Joker Batman Imposter version 6-scale figure giveaway. Again, this is sold out. You can't get this anymore. So that's why it's a little more challenging to do this there. Again, let's take one more look at the figure. This is super cool. I remember when this debuted at Comic-Con, like 2 years ago? It's got to be at least
2 years.
Because Suicide Squad was like 2016, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyway, you guys, we had such an awesome show today. Not only can you go to side.show/Batman Imposter, I know you took it away, you don't have to put it back, but to enter for this amazing prize, you can do Batman cobbled cosplay, Batman impressions in a public place, or build a Batcave. So that's really cool. We had a Hulkalicious time with, it's back. It's back. With the Omega Hulk fine art print by Alex Ross. We also topped that off with the Gladiator Hulk 6-scale figure by Hot Toys, as well as the Avengers Assemble Hulk from our 5th scale Avengers Assemble Collection. We had special guest Martin Canale on the show today. Give it up for Martin. Thank you so much for being on the show. That was so cool. It was a long time coming, and it was awesome to like be able to sit down and talk to him about like his work and his craft and everything. He's so talented and such a great person, just in general. What a nice guy. So that is what we have going on. On Friday, we have a Court of the Dead stream happening right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. It's at 11 a.m., isn't it? Yeah. So Friday, though, that's the 22nd. So Friday the 22nd, Court of the Dead stream. Then next Tuesday, we have our Side Show and Tell, which is our interactive chat-based show with me and a co-host. And this week, oh my God, I'm already so nervous about it. Because next week, Tuesday the 26th, is Dave Igo. Seriously, Dave is amazing, and I'm super happy that he's going to be, live on the internet chatting with you all. So you're not. I know. So what could possibly go wrong? Everything, but it's fine. So that happens on Tuesday on our Facebook page, and then we'll be back here on YouTube next Wednesday at 11 a.m. for a special da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na. And if you don't know what I just sang,
don't tune in.
Yeah, I was like, then I don't know you. Because it's an X-Men the animated series themed show. You guys, it's going to be so awesome. Thank you all so much for watching this week. Again, thank you to Martine for coming in and hanging out with us. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show. Bye, guys.